Hey guys, it's Arcturus. Kazuha is finally here, and I can't wait to get my hands on him and play him as main DPS with the Viridescent Venerer. Stay tuned for a wish video with showcase and build once he officially comes out. Now, miHoYo has released a trailer video and character preview along with his banners, but when watching his trailer and abilities, I couldn't help to think of myself, I've seen this kind of swordsmanship before. Where have I seen this before? That's right, Kazuha is the Batosai. His art style, lost in English translation, miHoYo calls his attack set the Garryu Bladework, but I am willing to bet that the Japanese dub will say Hiten Mitsurugi style. Now, Kazuha's elemental skill is called the Chihayaburu, which rises him into the air, and then the plunge attack downwards is called the Midari Ranzen. This is identical to the Hiten Mitsurugi style Ryu Suisen, which states that it's followed first by a powerful jump, and this technique places its user above the opponent. Then the user uses the momentum to fall downwards to strengthen a two-handed sword attack. Now this is basically his elemental skill followed with this plunge attack. On a gameplay mechanic note though, it seems like the vortex created by his plunge lasts for about 4 to 4.5 seconds. Not bad, but definitely no replacement for Sucrose or Venti when it comes to vortexes or crowd control. Then there is his burst, which is simply called Kazuha Slash. But this is identical to the Ryu Kansen, which is described as most effective when surrounded by enemies, as this technique has the user spin to attack in all directions. In doing so, one spins in a full circle, adding momentum and centrifugal force to the strength of the sword swing. In summary, if you needed another reason to pull on Kazuha or to help you decide, think about this. If you like Rurouni Kenshin, Kazuha is a must pull. He's probably going to be the closest that you're going to get to playing as Himura Kenshin in Genshin Impact. Okay, now on to the real talk, his character banner. It seems the speculation on the web was correct. It will be Razor, Rosaria, and Bennett. Now, I don't believe in playing Kazuha as a physical DPS build, nor as an off-field support, at least for the moment. Although real quick, this guy is going to be hands down the best Anemo support for Ayaka when she releases. So, because of this, I see Razor as a throwaway on this banner. But miHoYo is giving us a really cool combination to build when it comes to Bennett and Rosaria. Now your last teammate could be Albedo or Venti, so if you can get Rosaria to C2 so that her elemental burst duration is 12 seconds instead of 8, and Bennett all the way to C6 so that you can enhance melee weapon attacks by 15% pyro, and it will convert them to pyro as well. Then you don't have to go to C6 on a 5-star character to get a good permanent elemental infusion. The rotation will be as follows. Initiate the fight with the Bennett ult, then swap to Rosaria and use her elemental skill to rub off the pyro effect on enemies. Then use her burst, swap to Kazuha, and if you have C1, use his elemental skill to get some good damage. Then do his burst, then elemental skill again. However, if you just have C0, then go straight into his elemental burst, then his elemental skill, and just auto attack or plunge attack and repeat. Now, you will be proccing the occasional melt for 2x damage on his attacks. And if you use Albedo or Venti to get plunges off, that's going to be major. You will be doing over 300% attack on plunge if you have like attack level 7 or 8 or above, and then you have 2x damage from melt. It's going to be insane. Now, it is important to have cryo be the infused element in his ultimate or his burst, because you want to cryo to apply and always be present on your enemies so that whenever pyro does proc from Kazuha's attacks or plunge, you're going to get the 2x melt versus the reverse melt, which is only 1.5x damage. Now the obvious trade-off with this is that Bennett will mess up any other team builds that isn't pyro auto attacking. So if you want to use Bennett as a damage booster or a healer all around for a physical DPS team or any other elemental team, RIP. For example, even Kaching's Electro Imbue is overridden by Bennett's C6 ult. What this means is it may become a problem with Ayaka too, if it can override her cryo imbue as well. Now it will be interesting to see how MiHoYo prioritizes this particular imbue effect, or if they for some reason let us roll back on certain constellations. But it will make or break him as a support for her and a lot of other characters, so maybe don't activate C6 on Bennett unless you are 100% okay with these kind of consequences. Other than that, this banner will be great anyways because this is a good time to stock up on some constellations for Bennett, who is a world-class healer and DPS damage booster, and Rosaria is a great cryo support due to her persistent burst and the bonus crit percent for the entire party. She even makes a decent physical DPS if you like her. Additionally, Razor is also a great physical DPS, especially for a 4-star, he's basically a 5-star for damage. But personally, I find his moveset to be too unga bunga, and his character model is a little bit bland. All in all though, this is a good banner and I'm glad MiHoYo put this together for Kazuha. Though personally, I was going to go Xingqiu, Beidou, Hu Tao with my Kazuha, but after seeing this banner, I think I might go with Bennett, Rosaria, Beidou, and Kazuha. But we'll have to play around and see, and that'll be part of my showcase as well. Now, speaking about his weapon banner though, all I have to say is that it is hot garbage for most people unless you're a whale. It's not worth sinking 65 to 75 pulls for a chance at the sword, and you know the odds are probably going to be 3 to 1 that you get the Skyward Atlas over the Freedom Sworn anyways. The only 4-star worth mentioning is the Alley Hunter, because it has an amazing bonus effect for the deep damage percent increase for off-field archer characters like Fischl, Ganyu, and eventually Yoimiya. Okay, so that's all I have to say for today. Looking forward for a Kazuha poll video, showcase, and build video in a few days. Thanks for watching. Let me know down below what your thoughts are on these banners, and if you have extra Bennett, Razor, or Rosaria constellations, if you have them, if it's going to change your build in any way. Good luck rolling, guys. Have fun playing with Kazuha. Take care.